Hey, Stink, you got 10 minutes for financial literacy class with me? Part 2. Yeah, we're continuing on where we left off in the last video about life insurance, true income protection, because we want to know if you died today, what would happen to your family that you care about so much, right? And this is being presented by Black Girl Magic Masters, LLC. You already know we're trying to save this whole motherfucking universe, one person at a time if we have to, because we're on a mission to restore our entire community financially. Let's get into it, all right? Yeah, so, that's all. Well, class, in the last video, we left off at certification of risks because contrary to popular belief, you have to actually apply for life insurance. Go figure. See, the Home Office Underwriting Department will look at an applicant's past medical history, present conditions, occupations, habits, and your freaking morals to decide whether or not you are either standard, substandard, or preferred. Or they're just going to deny the applicant, right? They're just going to just deny your ass, right? Now, classifying the risk. Now, standard means that you're of standard risks. They're persons who, according to the company's underwriting standards, they're entitled to insurance protection without any extra rating or any special restrictions. That's standard. But then, oh my God, then you got the substandard, the applicants who are not acceptable at standard rates because of their physical condition or personal or family history of disease, occupation, or any kind of dangerous habit that they do. You know, if you're jumping out of planes on a regular, you know, if you're a stunt man come on now, then you have preferred. Preferred risk are those young people in their 20s that have really expensive auto insurance. I'm sorry, I digress. Preferred persons are those individuals who can meet certain requirements and qualify for lower premiums than the standard risk, right? And basically that concludes our lesson about what life insurance is. Now, of course, I have some frequently asked questions that I really can't address in this video, but, you know, you guys might want to get in touch with your girl and everything. But as promised, I wanted to give you a little bit of history on the insurance industry and African Americans because, see, according to an article that I found in the Philadelphia Inquirer, it says Black Lives, White Profits, right? It says America's life insurance industry began in 1809 at a tavern turned coffee house on the northwest corner of 2nd and Walnut Street. See, there, a Philadelphia businessman founded the Pennsylvania Company for Insurance on Lives and granting annuities. Basically, that was the nation's first such company. The city then served as a financial nerve center for the country because America's first companies insuring buildings against fire and ships against disaster had basically sprung up in the cobblestone streets of the Delaware River ports alongside the first banks and stock exchange. Stick a pin in that. Stick a pin in that. And while Pennsylvania was the first state to agree to the gradual abolition of slavery, these financial institutions quietly profited both directly and indirectly off of produced commodities and sometimes even the lives of the enslaved themselves in the underwriting of cargo ships that carried shackled African people to the auction blocks. And this is why you find me concentrating her life on stock exchanges and financial literacy. I move right on, okay? Because it gets worse. It gets worse, right? Right? That's the Bank of Pennsylvania, basically. That's the Merchant's Coffee House picture right there, you guys. Yeah. Woo! Welcome to class. Welcome to class. Now, by 1836, when the Gerald Life Insurance Annuity and Trust Company opened its first headquarters at the 159 Chestnut Street insurance place. Basically, insurance salespeople had newfound ways to benefit from slavery. Do you hear me? See, there was a Charles E. Benroth, a farmer and a merchant based in Louisville, Kentucky. Okay? Listen, this shit just woo. They sold fire, marine, and life insurance policies. Through this Philadelphia-based company built in 1853. I'm sorry, not built in 1853, but like I said, these life insurance policies were through this Philadelphia-based company, but in 1853. They began marketing policies that were advertised as insurance on Negroes. So by 1854, the new agent in town, James W. Breton, branching out from work as a real estate broker, he took out an ad in the local paper that he was fully prepared to insure the lives of slaves. Yeah, as a contracted agent for the Girard Life. Now listen, this is 1854. Now that's a picture right there, y'all. Look at that. Look, it's an 1854 engraving of slave traders inspecting a man in the Sierra Leone. Insurance companies quietly insured the cargoes. This is who we get our reparations from. The insurance companies, especially those Lloyds of London. But I digress. These policies would not become large moneymakers. You know why? I mean, though not for want of effort, you know what I'm saying? They was trying, but the brutality of slavery frequently killed enslaved people, making this what? A risky situation, making the risk of payout high for insurance companies. See, one company, New York Life, then Nautilus Life Insurance Company. Go ahead, my researchers, reparations. sprinkle reparations. They ended up paying out nearly as much as in death claims as it received in annual payments. So you know what they did after that? They had to cut that out because after the Civil War, as cities expanded, the industry boomed. The life insurance shifted to meeting a growing class of working class people with some income to basically safeguard the families to support them, for support. And so in 1875, companies like Prudential in Newark, New Jersey were selling low-cost policies known as industrial life insurance policies to both white and black workers. Now, they promised as a means to cover a funeral and burial and perhaps a few months of living expenses for surviving spouses and the children. Now, the policies were sold by salesmen like this one guy, Arlene Blackstone remembers. Within a few years, racism would basically divide and reshape the whole marketplace. Yes, racism divided it because an internal survey conducted in 1881 by the Prudential found that black mortality rates were about 50% higher than that of the whites and their mortality rates. I wonder why. Because a testament to the legacy of slavery and then Jim motherfucking Crow. See, the company used this information to justify raising premiums charged to cover black children and basically dropping coverage for black adults by 1/3 that same year. Basically, MetLife did the same. And now, in a statement to the Inquirer, MetLife spokesperson said that they deeply regret any unequal treatment of customers that occurred in our early history. But I want to say this. We just now being able to get term life insurance. What the hell's that all about? You know what I'm saying? Term life is temporary insurance where you buy term and then you invest the rest. You know what I'm saying? They really, really did a number on black people. Not only did they have us on the auction blocks, but they was insuring us on these old cargo ships that they said didn't exist. All I know, make it make sense. All right, that's all right. You know what? Welcome to financial literacy class. I am not the one for that bull at all. And they done messed up letting me pursue my doctorate degree. Oh, yeah. I'm a concrete rose that came out the goddamn cement. My people were sharecroppers, and I am on a mission to restore my motherfucking community financially. And if you got a problem with my cussing, you are in the wrong video. Keep scrolling. But yeah. We're going to dive deeper into what financial literacy is and personal finance is and everything that you need to know about how to build generational wealth. And I don't give a shit who's behind me. I got God behind me. And I'm going to do this. And so I would like to say, class, thank you. You've been sitting here for 9 minutes and 55 seconds. You've been awesome. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you and I love you. Mm-hmm.